Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Gag Is podcast. I am your girl, Charli Shanta. And of course, you see, I am not by myself. Of course, who else would I film the year in review with other than Marco Polo?
You, it's me.
And whew, I can't believe I'm doing this long enough to where I can kind of do a little year in review. I feel a little same way about that. I'm excited.
Yeah, there's enough
Um,
episodes, enough content.
Now be transparent with y'all. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, we're gonna do a year in review, and this is how the set is going to be. However, little man got sick and had to go to the hospital. So that took away time for me to build the set. So I gotta get this episode out before the new year because it can't be a year in review. It is gonna be a whole new year. So I gotta get this episode out. So had to make up set, but we gonna get through it.
Ain't the
Gonna be
first time,
some.
won't be the last time.
It will not be. It's the thought and the effort that I'm putting into it that counts. So y'all gonna get some behind the scenes, a little bit of never before seen footage, and we just gonna take a little quick trip down memory lane, talk about some 2024 stuff, and then go from there. So go ahead and grab a drink, grab a snack, you about to get some laughs. We're gonna go over a couple of little stuff and remember that everything that you see on the show today, besides the behind the scenes and the unseen footage stuff, all of that you can watch on YouTube and on Apple. You can listen on Spotify. You can listen or wherever you listen to your nice little podcast app. So let's go ahead and jump into our first clip.
Let's get into it.
All right. So for this first clip is the rebrand. So if you've been listening, supporting since day one, then you know the original show was entitled Unpredictable Lifestyle. So in September, decided to get with the company and rebrand it. The rebrand is the Gag Is podcast, which what it is now. So go ahead and let's take a look at the intro reel to what we'll call season 2 of the Gag Is podcast. I believe I was in ninth grade, eighth or ninth grade. Either way, I shouldn't have been nobody mama, but I was because there were times where I wanted to give up and I couldn't because I had this little person who was depending on me. What message am I sending him if I give up? After high school, got married to my love. We were both in the military. I get a knock at my door to let me know my husband, who I had only been married to for 5 months, is no longer with us. I would say welcome back to another episode, but the gag is we got a new title. We got a new title. I got a good story. I was relaxing at home, sitting on my couch, watching football. I hear a big loud noise outside, and I'm like, what is that? A car has flipped over in front of my house, like residential street. Like I don't live on a busy street, y'all. Why 911 ain't answer the phone? Fast forward, the fire department comes and this guy walks up and he's like, why y'all call the police? Huh? This vehicle flipped over. You talking about why am I getting the police in these people's business? Okay. Yeah, you still rent. Okay. All right, so you just seen the trailer from the rebrand. Um, I still find that funny about that truck, and funny enough, so kind of a little update on that story. So the people next door, so their property got affected as well, and so when they got their little money, instead of getting their little property fixed, they got new floors installed in their house. I ain't mad at that.
I don't blame them.
I just know I came home one day and they had new floors, and I was like, hey, like I seen it out there. Um, I I ain't mad at that, But so that's like the little uppy date for that one. All right. So this next clip we're gonna get into is about a woman in Ecuador who,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So about the
Yeah.
woman who woke up at her wake. You gonna go ahead and introduce this one? All right, so let's get into the next one. So the next one is about a woman in Ecuador who happened to wake up at her own wake. And I will tell you, even though we had a good laugh and gaggle about this, I'm still like Marco Polo want to know, since he got to have two funerals for me, he want to know, can he get the two for one?
Can I not? Like, I didn't already spent the money on one.
I
Like, can
mean,
I at least get like a 2 for 1
you go
BOGO?
at least gonna change my clothes? Like, can I at least have different clothes and different shoes? Like, why I gotta be
Yeah, I'll change the
reburied,
shoes.
like back in the same stuff that I was already buried in? Like,
Yeah, I'll change it. I'll change
that's
the
it.
fit.
But I gotta go back. Okay,
I'll
okay,
change the fit.
okay. I can get new clothes, y'all. So, all right, go ahead and take a look at this clip.
Tell a therapist my mama died twice.
That
If I tell them that,
if
they
I'm a
gonna want to raise my
therapist,
rate.
if I'm a therapist and you come to me and you say my mama died, but then she woke up at her wake, and then we took her to the hospital and she died again, I would that might be the day I fucking quit, because I'm like, you in here telling fucking stories and you need more help than what I can provide.
Or I'm gonna send you right to site.
I'm alive, but I'm dead.
And so I knew we were going to do this year in review. So I went and I got a little basis, a little backstory. Your girl's sleepy, y'all. I went and got a little backstory on this story. So what happened was the mama wasn't feeling good. They took her to the hospital. When she got to the hospital, they said, she barely breathing, and they actually declared her dead. Once they declared her dead, I guess it's custom and culture over there that they take them immediately for burial.
Mm-hmm.
So she died and they had to wake on the same day. So like as soon as they pronounced her dead at the hospital, they took her to the funeral home and then they started having to wake. Like this is all within a span of 12 hours. And so
Like,
if
what
you
if you was
go,
family and you was like, you couldn't get there in time? Like,
you
that's
just
such
was gonna
short
miss out.
notice.
Well, they had been there 5 hours, and I'm sure the family lived close. I mean, if you wasn't there, you wasn't there. So they showed like the actual. I'll link the actual story. I'll link the story because there's actual pictures and stuff of, which is kind of messed up in my opinion. Like somebody had took a picture of them opening the casket and holding her, like while she was in the casket while they were waiting on the ambulance people come. I was like, that's weird. I ain't look at the rest of the pictures because it was just too creepy for me. But then, like we said, like the rest of the story goes, she was back in critical condition in the ICU, and she ended up not making it again. I mean, that's weird to say she ended up not making it again. But I
Again.
still stand on what I said in that original clip. If I was a therapist, I'm quitting because you making stuff up. You making stuff up because this doesn't, that kind of stuff like don't happen. Like you are legit making stuff up. So
Right. Like, I feel like if I tell a therapist that, they're going to want to drop me.
I would drop you too.
Like,
Because you in here telling stories. You in here for therapy to get help, but you in here telling stories. You telling stories, and you got to go, sir. Because although your money is good, you wasting my time. You have got the door. See yourself out.
send my therapist to therapy.
I wanted to do. I know therapists. They got to go to therapy because we coming
I
in
think
there
about that all the time. Like,
and we dumping on them. Like who they listening to? Who they listen to? They got to have.
Right. Who's my therapist? Like, if I got a serious issue, can I just go to my
I want to
therapist?
go to the therapist that the therapist was going to because they got to be good to listen to all the stuff that they gotta be good. And I'm willing to I'm willing to go. I'll wait.
All right, so let's go. Moving right along. Y'all know I hail from the great state of Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. What?
I didn't say nothing.
Okay.
I didn't say
So
nothing
y'all
at
know
all.
I hail from the great state of Oklahoma. So this
Me
next
too.
story,
Me
yes,
too.
of course. So this next story, a boy was fishing in his backyard and he caught a very unusual creature. We know it was a fish, but this fish was very human like. Let's take a listen. I got
I don't know. Don't ask me.
you got to find that word
gotta
again
find
because we got to remember. So we gonna pay our dues to
anyway.
the state that we both hail from, good old Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
Anyway,
I always do that when people be like, "Where are you from?" And I be like, "Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain." They be like, "I be like, I don't know the rest of the song. I just like that part." But anyways, this happened somewhere that we are both familiar with, Oklahoma City. 11-year-old boy caught a fish with human-like teeth in a pond. Now,
that happened. Oh yeah, that I seen that. That was in Oklahoma.
So
why the fish got veneers?
The fish got veneers.
The fish got better teeth than me. What that fish munching on? What that fish need them teeth for?
He a munch.
Clearly.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so the fish had real ass teeth. And come to find out, the fish was somebody's pet. They didn't want the pet anymore. They couldn't care for the pet. So they just thought, oh, it's a fish. I can just throw it in the water. You can't do that because that's an invasive species. Mm-hmm. And he was in there eating the other fishes out the pond. So they threw it back in the water. The lady was trying to catch it again because she wanted to frame it. They lost the fish. And that's how that happened. And I couldn't see that happening nowhere else but Oklahoma because we unique. We different.
Imagine if the fish had a grill. You think they can put a grill? They can put a grill on a fish? I mean, it got human teeth.
I mean,
if it's got them gold caps, it look like it bite. Yeah. I want to see that now. You know, some people on the internet probably made them edits.
Oh yeah, fish probably got a grill and a chain. Oh, absolutely.
Now I want to see if I can find that.
Hey, we keep y'all updated. If we can find it, we gonna definitely put it on here. All right. So we've had a couple of stories on here. So this hasn't always been, I'm very much a newbie in this game. So, things don't always turn out how it normally is. So I thank y'all for bearing with me. Thank you for still rocking with me. So on this next clip is a behind the scene between me and the little one. It's just a little behind the scenes, and we are trying to figure out camera angles, trying to figure out lighting, and different things like that before the first episode was even recorded. So go ahead and check it out. I'm just gonna read off of here. Oh, no, you started. All right. Welcome to Unpredictable Lifestyle Podcast, where we talk about unpredictableness of life. I'm your co-host. Actually, I'm not the co-host. I am the host, Charli Shanta. And I have... Nerd. We don't give out whole governments.
Or false titles.
That part. Your name is New Face. Nobody needs to know your name.
No one needs to know your full name. They're going to start looking you up.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
So you're just going to go by...
New Face.
So you're just going to go by
New Face.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Why they call you New Face? In the studio?
Oh.
Why they call you New Face?
Why they call you New Face?
They call me New Face.
Ain't it though? I would be better off with Mike.
I didn't want to explain why my name is New Face. face.
Okay, what happened to your knee? Explain that one.
Oh, I was getting chased by someone holding a mushroom. Then I tripped and I.
You was getting chased by somebody with some ketamine?
No, they're holding like a legit mushroom, a wild mushroom.
You fell and they did a new face.
He did an about face.
No.
All right, let's pretend 30 minutes goes by. And then, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Unpredictable Lifestyle Podcast. I'm your girl, Charli Shanta. Got a new face. Remember, predictableness is boring. Always live outside the box.
All right, so that's just one of the behind the scenes that we got for y'all today. So this next clip, I had recorded an episode and I was getting ready to record another episode, and I was sending a Snapchat to my best friend, and I was telling her it was at this point that I knew that podcasting was not going to be easy, but that I was dedicated to doing it and getting it done, because I want to say it was probably like midnight and I was super, super tired. I've told y'all before, most of the time when I record, it's after 10 p.m. or before 7 a.m. So I'm either sleepy and tired or sleepy and tired because it's early in the morning. But however, that's just what worked for me. I don't think that I would like to do my recording during the day. I just like doing it at night. It allows me to give y'all the light, the ambiance, and everything. So yeah, so let's check out this next little clip that I sent to Bestie. You know what time it is. It's a job. Your girl's getting tired. All right, so when I first started out, I thought that I kind of had the direction, but little did I know that I didn't know anything at all. So, this next clip that you're going to see is my intro that I created of how I thought things should be. And not needless to say, it doesn't necessarily mean it is wrong. This was just the first little run through of my quote unquote intro of unpredictable lifestyle. Let's check it out.
Who is Charli Shanta? Charli Shanta is the friend you didn't know you needed. Ratchet, hood, sophisticated, educated, little bit of Midwest Southern charm. You know, you need me in your life. The unpredictable lifestyle came about because I tell stories to my friends, things like that, car ride line, kids, dating, disasters, all of that. All of that. So if I'm going through it, you're going through it too. So why not have a discussion together? Drop me a message. Need some advice? Get something off your chest? Ask me some questions? Hit the email, the unpredictable lifestyle podcast at gmail.com, or give us a like at the underscore unpredictable underscore lifestyle on Instagram. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know the drill.
I had Marco here in the back. Since we are just getting started on this, I just want to say be nice. Number one community rule: be nice. You will get banned in a heartbeat. And so, yeah. And if you have any suggestions as far as editing or lighting or anything goes, because I know it's a couple of connoisseurs down there in the comment section. Go ahead, but like I said, be nice. All right, that's all. Goodbye.
All right. Now, I told y'all I'm a newbie in this game. And this next clip is very interesting because my show, it has a demographic, but it doesn't have a demographic. My show is for anyone who can relate to this material, whether you're a teen mom, whether you're a widow. However, so some of the things that I talk to or talk about are race specific. In this instant, in this particular episode, I was talking about how people treat other people, and I made the comment of I don't like church folks, but I love Christians. And in the African American community, people know exactly what I mean. Just because a person goes to church and they do stuff like that, that doesn't make them a good person. That doesn't make them a good Christian.
Ain't even in the African American community.
It's in all communities, but it's very, very prevalent in that community. So my statement was taken very much out of context, and some folks tried to cancel me on YouTube.
Oh, is that?
That was the clip.
Oh.
So with that being said, I was able to go back and look at the demographics of the people who were commenting, people who were disliking, and who had something to say. And it just happened to be that the demographics of the people that didn't like that video were men, age 28.
It's always a man.
Age 28 to 40, white.
It's always a white man. Leave it to the white man.
Yeah, so I mean, the clip was never made to be offensive. It was just a statement. It was just an opinion. And only in America can you have an opinion and it still be wrong. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out the clip.
And when I tell y'all, let me make some good eye contact with y'all. When I tell y'all, it's some folks that I don't mess with. I love Christians, but I don't like church folks.
All right, so that is how that little clipsy went. Like I said, I never say
What
anything.
You said clipsy.
Clipsy Winsky.
Okay.
Some made up word.
Okay.
Nothing that I say is never meant to hurt or offend anyone. So yeah, those are all of the clips that I have. Y'all know I do lyric of the week and different stuff like that. We've had some amazing lyrics of the week. I'm going now. When we first started out, I was letting the kids pick the lyric of the week. So some of those have not been listed on YouTube, nor have they been listed on any platforms. So I'm going to do like a little close friend / Patreon type of thing and post those on there. So you'll have to go there to get those episodes and that information. 2024. I'm looking forward to 2024 because 2024 is where I'm going to do my big one, because this year I feel like it was my test and my trials and tribulations, and I feel like I'm just getting my feet wet in this game. So I do want to say thank you to everybody who has supported me, whether my information and whether any episode was touched you or it didn't have anything to do with you, you couldn't relate at all. Thank you for still sticking with me, and thank you for rocking with me. Thank you to the ones who have texted me and have shared it. It doesn't go unnoticed. To the ones that swear they got my back but still ain't reported, either way, no love lost. Just remember, when things go up, keep that same energy. Keep that same sentiment.
Keep standing on that business.
Keep standing on that business, because it's time to do some things to make people's chest hurt. Because when you do it, it's not a problem. But when I do it, it's a problem. And now it's time to make people's chest hurt. I'm going to always remain humble and remember where I came from. And this ain't easy, but I'm committed, and I'm finally doing something that I love and that I enjoy. With that being said, in 2024, I am changing up the lineup of how the episodes are released. So instead of releasing on audio on Thursday and video on Friday, audio is also dropping on Fridays now. Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2 for 1.
They got that 2 for 1.
2 for 1. Just like, who has 2 for 1 these days?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of that. No,
I don't think anybody has 2 for 1s anymore.
No, because I know even like places like BBW, they have like it'd be like some random deals like 3 for buy 3 get 1 free. But it's mostly not buy 1 get 1 free anymore. It's buy 1 get 1 50% off.
Oh.
A lot of
all
places.
Right, so a 2 for 1. So audio will be dropping on listening platforms at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays, and the visual will drop at 5 p.m. on 5 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time. 5
Yeah, on Eastern
p.m.
Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time on Fridays as well. With that being said,
Getting blessed. Both on the
Drum.
same day?
Both on the same day. Now, I got some news. Drum roll, please. We got a new introduction. So, as a treat to y'all and as an ode to the new year, I'm gonna bless y'all. And the intro for 2024 on this video only is gonna be the outro. So you seen it here first. Stay safe, and I hope y'all have an amazing new year. See y'all in 2024.
Peace, y'all. Oh, can I just say, this is dropping on YouTube too, right?
It's dropping on YouTube.
Yeah, so go ahead and drop down in the comments, like, what are you looking forward to for 2024?
Oh yeah,
Like,
what am I looking
what are
to?
you looking forward to?
You know what else? Before we ended that intro, you know what we should have did?
What?
The updated bingo card.
Let's get into it. I mean, might as well, because this has been a year. Like, there's like, I think back, I'm like, dang,
No,
that had to have happened like
we-
last year. No, that was like
No,
a
that
couple
was
months
this
ago.
year. Yeah.
It's been a long year. Oh my god.
But yeah, the bingo card. I seen it, and I'm not gonna win nothing. I didn't even get like 2 on there. Like my bingo card was just blowed. But yeah, maybe we'll do a bonus episode talk about the bingo card. Because that bingo card is interesting.
The bingo card is something. It's a card. I don't know about no bingo, but
Wild
it's a card.
It's a wild card, or is
so
it a joker?
it's both of them.
All right, sounds like a bonus
It's
episode.
that one card you ask, how did this even get in the deck?
Now how I get in it?
You know, for real.
All right, y'all. Happy 2024. 20. No, that wasn't the thought that I had. Happy New Year to you. Goodbye 2023. What up 2024? So let's go ahead and do our big one. I'm out.
Welcome to the Gag Is podcast with me, your host, Charli Shanta, where I share the roller coaster of my life, the highs, the lows, and everything in between after becoming a teen mom at 14 and a widow by the age of 21. It's a journey filled with tears and laughter, reminding you that even in the toughest moments, there's hope. The gag is, life may be unpredictable, but it's always worth living.